Welcome, everyone, to Houston, Texas, home to the Rice Owls, and we've been looking forward to this game all week long. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team from the American, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's got it on the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick completion on the out. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Now on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Let's go. Reads it, fires complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Creates a little room. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. And you're seeing...
There he goes! How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him, the defense, that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in a football game.
Caught behind the line. It's Bailey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Smith wants to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Raging Cajuns getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick completion on the out route. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go, set. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Defense in press coverage. Calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cajuns.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap it to the back. Plows through the defense. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Shoots it to the left. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Smith dropping to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Chappelle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
One final play before the end of the quarter. And the missed connection on down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
7, Rice, 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one they had to have a plan for one of the best receivers in the country, so they're double covering him. You can't do anything else, and still they can't prevent this guy from making the catch and getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab deep. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Smith wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Finds his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
To the air on first down. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to sling it on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Shows him the stiff arm. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Offense, quick tempo.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in on third down. Those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Southern Miss. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Atkins. Lowers those pads. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before He gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's good for Rice Owls. First down.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Going up top again. That's reeled in. It's Atkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Throws to the tight end. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
They'll run it. It's Atkins.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the grab. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making checks. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the... Here they come, and it's blocked! A strange way to end the half with a blocked punt. I guess on one side, the blocked punt worked out for the punt team because at least they didn't give up a big return. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bailey. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Smith wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. Finds a seam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cajuns.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Lofts one high indeed. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Quick strike complete.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Motion from the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his tight end. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's first down Rice.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Bringing the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Just keeps slinging it. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Owls. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Raging Cajuns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punts it out of the air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Atkins. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man, makes the grab. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. They'll try to slam it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Sends it back in motion. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. sweet feet keeping the play alive. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling.
He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish.
21.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Oh, he's got some run in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback may change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gets the back moving. From the gun. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back at the 30.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first.
A little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Third down play from the gun. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll go with a direct snap. Fights off a defender. Makes it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine.
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone.
Here we go, here we go.
This is a designed run. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback's mouth. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 35 to James Madison. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to run it. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Cajuns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards, it did not. Penalty marker is out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pulls it in. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And he'll be taken down. A sack by the defense that might very well be wiped out by that little yellow piece of laundry. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5.
Hey, flyer! Set ready!
Motion from the back. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
He might want another play. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the back. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both options.